Yo, what is up, guys? This is Justin, and this time I'll be bringing you guys some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. It's going to be a regular domination game that's on the level lockdown, but I'm just going to show you how to get the MOAB, okay? Because I do get a MOAB in this video. The only problem is that this MOAB is really slow. So one of the reasons why I don't actually, I guess, get a lot of MOABs is because I have to play like this. So when I go out MOAB hunting, I do play a little bit differently, and I just don't like playing a different way than the way that I'm normally accustomed to. So this is going to be kind of a longer MOAB, but I'm going to tell you how to get the MOAB on lockdown and a few tips on that. So I'm going to show you a few things. But the first thing about my setup is going to be about the SCAR, and I'll tell you why I use the SCAR. There's this thing called reload cancel. So what happens is this. When you reload a gun, you can actually cancel the reload by running. Before, in previous Call of Duties, you can do the YY cancel, but this is slowing down the part that I was talking about in the SCAR, okay? So what happens is, when you reload, the guy isn't actually putting bullets into the magazine of bullets into the gun. What happens is that you actually get the bullets before the animation happens, if that makes any sense. So the two ways that you could reload cancel in Call of Duty before was YY. You can't do that in Modern Warfare 3, but you can sprint and cancel, which means you sprint really quick to cancel that animation out there. So I do it again right there if you guys see it. But so what happens is that when the bullets actually go into your gun before the guy puts the magazine in there, if that makes any sense. I know the game is kind of messed up like that, so that's why I cancel it out. So that's one of the reasons why I use the SCAR. So what happens is that when you hit reload, right when the magazine falls out, if you just sprint really quick, you got to get it the timing that I got, because I use the SCAR a lot, it's pretty easy, but you got to get your timing right. If you sprint, he'll actually reload it without any bullets in there. So that's why I use the SCAR. So the SCAR has a reload cancel on it. I'm not sure of any other assault rifles that do. I'm pretty sure there are some. I know the MSR actually has the opposite, where it actually takes longer. So the guy will put the magazine in, and the bullets won't even actually be in there. So that's the reason I use the SCAR. So as you can see, I don't use sleight of hand at all in this class, so that's kind of saving me a perk right there. Okay, so I usually put Scavenger first for the Scavenger Pro to take effect, but this is my kind of try-hard class, so I'll explain why Scavenger's put there later. I used to run it first, but I use Recon instead, because this is the class that I switch to when there's a lot of campers, and I don't like having two camper classes for this, okay? So that's why I do that. But that's the reason why I use the SCAR. It does shoot faster than the ACR, so the two assault rifles that you have, the ACR and the SCAR, you don't need sleight of hand, because the ACR regular reload is really fast, okay? I think the G36 is pretty slow, but the ACR has one of the fastest reloads for assault rifles, and with the reload cancel on the SCAR, if you get really good at it, it's like having sleight of hand. So if you do it correctly, I don't know if you guys ever watch any other videos, but you can probably see a lot of people do that. Nobody's really talked about the SCAR reload cancel, but that's the only reason why I use that. It does fire a little bit faster. It takes 5 shots at range as opposed to 4, but I do like being able to fire faster, because within range, that's the deficiency that the ACR has. That's why I don't like using the ACR, because it shoots too slow for me. That's one of the reasons why I don't like it. But it is a pretty good gun at long range. Another thing, when I do get my specialist bonus, this is called Art Gallery right here. So you have the lower level and the upper level. This is the spot you want to be in, regardless of what flags there are. So if you're going to go for the MOAB on lockdown, just patrol this area. And one of the benefits is this, is that the flooring, right? The flooring in Art Gallery is hardwood. So with SitRep Pro, you can hear everybody above and below you when they're inside, okay? The opposite flooring on the outside is, whatever, cobblestone, so you can hear the difference. That's why I'm sitting here. I can hear every single thing that's around me. Now, if you look at the C flag, they have the C flag, so that's where they're going to be spawning at. And I think this is a weird spawn trap, because even though I'm kind of deep in their spawn, they're still spawning at C. So that's one of the reasons why you would want to stay around in this building. So when you're over there, you have numerous exits to get out of, but there's only one way to get in, if that makes any sense. So when you go up to this wood floor, there's 3 places they can come from. They're not going to come from the bridge, which is where my team is at, so I already know that. So the only way that they're going to come up is either from the cobblestone side, which I can hear, or the hardwood floor stairs, which are right there real quickly where I'm going right there. So I know I can pretty much tell where they're going to be coming from. And another thing about SitRep Pro is that if you guys don't have SitRep Pro, it is extremely loud. Like I have Turtle Beach PX5s, and there already is a footstep mode type deal, because you can program it. But with SitRep Pro, you can hear every single thing. So this is kind of the area you want to be in for the MOAB. So I don't know if anybody's ever really made a video on that. I saw another video of a guy just playing gameplay, and he tried to get a MOAB on lockdown, and I was like, he's in the same spot that I'm in. So I mean, everybody that wants to get an easier MOAB knows that this is kind of the area to do it, okay? And there's very few entrances, so typically this is one of the safer spots where if you can hear correctly, if you can hear okay with a decent headset, you can kind of tell where everybody's coming from. So the problem with this MOAB right now is that, excuse me, I actually wasn't going for the MOAB at first because I started the game late, like at 88 with my party when I started to use specialists. But right now, as you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, we're going to win this game, and that's the problem. So I am running out of time. I don't know what... gosh, excuse me again. I'm running out of time, so I know that I got to kind of push for this. So that's why I'm a little more aggressive at the end. So I'm trying to get these MOABs, and I think I get 2 guys right here, and we're going to win. I'm like, I don't want to go in the spawn, but you know what? We have to go in the spawn, and you know what? I got the MOAB. So it's at 199. MOAB comes in. I don't know if it counts. Is that kind of the pro rule? If it doesn't go off, does it count? So that's how you get the resistance bullet. Try to practice with the Scar L, the reload cancel, because it's very useful. You can use it on a regular rifle too, because if you put recon or anything, I can't even think of a good first perk other than recon. It makes a difference. So if you get really good at it, the reload with the Scar will be like sleight of hand. So I got the MOAB. Final score was 39 kills and 9 deaths. But I've been Justin. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.